Hi, my loves. Thank you guys for joining me for another week, okay? Listen, Sheba's my name. If you have not subscribed, by the way, now is the time to do that. Every week I'm dropping something new just for you, unless life happens. It happens sometimes, but for the most part, this is where I'll be. So make sure you join in with me, okay? Install video. I did this a week ago. This is Trendy Tresses. Goddess curls in a 1B, and this is going to be a review update of that hair. I'm really going to give it to you just play by play, starting with the cost, and then going from the install, and then from there to the maintenance, okay, and what I purchased this again. So again, any comments, questions that you have, that's what that description box is for. Drop that down there for me below. I do answer those with the quickness, okay? So first thing is the price. Now, if you did watch the video, I mentioned in the install video that I purchased this hair. I did actually spend my own coin for this hair, but I purchased this a while back, okay, and procrastinated on the install because I truly knew what to expect. So I procrastinated a while, but I purchased it at $14.99, which was a lot at that time for me, especially for crochet hair. Now listen, first things first, I like crochet because of the simplicity. I like it because it's versatile with the styles, and even more importantly, because it's affordable. It's inexpensive. You can get a bomb style between a range of $20 to $25 that you can wear for a few weeks at a time, okay? Give or take the quality of the hair, the texture of the hair, but you can wear this for weeks on end, which is why I purchased it. Now, $14.99, and for this not to be human hair, this is a premium synthetic. Let me not take away from the quality of the hair. The hair is extremely soft. Very beautiful curl, as you can see. You are definitely going to get compliments with this hair. I don't even go out a lot, and everywhere I went, the compliments came from men, women, you know, of all colors, of all ages. So you're definitely going to get that, okay? But there's also human crochet hair out there as well, and I haven't done human crochet because, again, I do synthetic for a reason, because it is cost, save me money, but I just felt like that's a lot of money to spend on, even though it's a good quality synthetic hair. But at that time, again, it was $14.99. Today it is $17.49 when I went and checked on it. So if you are going to use his hair, again, the quality of hair is wonderful, okay? But I would definitely do this for an investment hairstyle. And when I say that, I mean, sometimes I put in here and with the intention of only wearing it for a week or two. I would not purchase this hair with that in mind, okay? For me, personal preference, this would be a long-term hairstyle for me, okay? So I'm looking to wear this 4 weeks or more for the hairstyle. Okay, so that's what to expect as far as the cost. Of course, you have shipping. This is a UK-based company, so you are going to pay the shipping for that. I believe it was somewhere around $10 or so for the shipping. So for me, that was about $70, close to, that I paid. And of course, that's probably going to be a little bit more with the increase in the price. But anyway, that's what to expect on that end. Now, the install for me, I didn't like it. I just got to be honest, because I've become so comfortable with crochet, so I'm in a vibe. I'm always vibing when I crochet, and it's just, it's not time consuming for me anymore. This was time consuming just because of the softness of the hair. Now, everyone is different. I know people that actually do like a softer textured hair. for the crochet. And you know, I think everyone has a preference and you're entitled to that. For me, I like a rougher texture hair. That doesn't mean I'm looking for it to be extremely coarse, but a little bit more harder texture than the softer ones. I just prefer the ones a little bit harder than the really soft ones because the install is quicker for me. I don't have to knot as much, and also the maintenance as well. That's just my preference. But with this, because again of the quality and the softness of the hair, it took me longer than usual to install this hair, and I was really beat by the time I finished. It took me 4 to 6 knots per piece, okay? And then I found myself going back in and touching up the knots to make sure that it wasn't sliding out, okay? Now, I know there's different methods of knotting that you can do. Of course, you have your invisible knots that you can do, but I mean knots that will kind of help with the slippage. I go back to the simplicity and why I do crochet, why I did easy crochet. This is not braided in, this is easy crochet because I want simplicity, okay? I have a lot of things that I'm doing every day, so I don't want to put a lot of time into this. I want a good result, but not a lot of time. And so I didn't do the other methods. I did my basic crochet knotting, and that took me 4 to 6 times knots for this hair, okay? So all in all, I would prefer for someone to install this for me because the hair is gorgeous, okay? I'm not taking away from the hair, but the install process was longer. I was very meticulous in what I was doing because, again, I bought 4 packs of hair, and Trendy Tresses, they recommend 3 packs. 3 packs for a smaller head, medium-sized head, 4 packs, and if you're on the larger side of head like I am, then 5 packs is what they recommend. I went for 4, so I knew I was going to have to stretch this out and try to make the best of it, okay? And that's what I did. I separated a lot, okay? It looks full, but because I installed it myself, I definitely know where I could have used more if I had that 5th pack. So if you have the round face like me and your head is a little bit larger, I would definitely go with the 5 packs, okay? Because I stretched this to the T. I left out just a couple of pieces just to make sure if I had slippage in the front that I could replace those. But I didn't have any slippage, by the way. I haven't had any hair to come out, so it's in there. But that's the install process for me. It took a little bit longer. It took a little bit more of my time. I would prefer a harder texture, but would that deter me from getting the hair again? No, I would just probably have someone to do it for me, okay? And then the maintenance. Now, I'm talking about the softness of the curls. So of course this is a higher maintenance hair that you're going to be working with, okay? You're not going to just go to sleep and get up and everything's going to be cool. No. Now, Trendy Tresses, they do recommend detangling with a paddle brush gently. And I do mean gently, and then also or finger detangling, which is what I do. That's what I always do. I wouldn't do a paddle on this. I just wouldn't. But I always finger detangle, and I typically don't use products on my crochet hair either, but I did for this one. I used water, just putting water on first to start the detangle process, which I do with my hands as such. If there's knots in there, of course, I take my scissors and I cut those knots out and just kind of separate as such, okay? So, you know, that's really what I'm doing. And again, I spritz water, not a lot, but just a little bit of water around my hair. And I use just a mousse that I got from my local beauty supply, okay? I just picked it up to use, and it definitely helped tame the curls for me, okay? So finger detangle for me, but again, they do recommend a paddle brush to use gently. Also, the twist method, they do recommend to twist the hair as such to kind of keep the curls intact, okay? So you'll have large twists, maybe 4 or 5 twists going around your hair, and put a scarf or something around it, and that is supposed to keep the curls longer. I didn't do that. I just kind of stuck with the same method that I use for any crochet, okay? Which is my pineapple hair. And I do the just pulling my hair up in a very high ponytail, and I put a wrap around my hair. Usually it's a satin wrap or something like that for my edges, and I go to bed. Okay, now I don't put the hair up in a ball. I let my curls flow in that ponytail, because that may cause a little bit more detangle. That may cause me to have to, untangle a little bit more than I want to. Okay, but that is what I do, and I'll drop a picture here just so you can see what that looks like. It's super simple, you guys. Okay, just pulling this up really, really high into that ponytail and going to bed. That is all I did, along with detangling this when I got up in the morning with my fingers, water, mousse, boom, that was it. So I would say it's a little slightly higher for the maintenance, because for some hairs like Ocean Wave, I rarely had to do that. There are hairs that I actually put up into a pony, take down, and I can walk out of the door like that, okay? So, but this one you definitely need to maintain. Every day I had to separate and to make sure my curls were intact and cut some loose ends away, okay? So all in all, I love the hair, okay? The hair is beautiful. It is lightweight. It's not really heavy. For me, it wasn't. And compliments, you will get them, okay? It is on the pricier side. I would suggest to do it as a longer term hairstyle as opposed to something quick, unless you just got those coins like that, sis. And if you do, then so be it, okay? But it's definitely more expensive than your typical synthetic hair. And the maintenance, just know that you're gonna have to do a little bit every day, okay, to kind of keep it intact. So I would purchase this again. I would think about having someone to actually do it for me, so I'm not frustrated with the install process. Boom. That's it, all right? So that's what to expect. Again, if you guys have any questions, drop those below for me. I'll make sure that I respond as quickly as possible. Until next week, until the next video, you guys, I appreciate you. I love you for taking the time out to listen and tune in. Be kind. Yeah. Be kind, be a blessing to someone else if you can. You and your families stay blessed as well. It's your girl Sheba. Bye-bye. Peace. Thank you.